It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC.
Question of the day. Which term refers to a swirled effect created when you combine two or more colors while wet and then mix them on the nail? A. Marbleizing. B. Color blocking. C. French manicure. D. Color fading. Answer will be revealed at the end of the video. Hi guys, welcome back to the TheNailJeanieSC. For all my returning subscribers, welcome back. To all my new viewers, welcome. Glad you are here. Go ahead if you would and hit that subscribe button for me. It's free to you and it does not cost a thing. So yep guys, you see it. We're going to be using some dual forms and some Madam Glam polygel. And I think this is called Blossom. I can't remember, but it's a very beautiful peachy type pinkish color with pink undertones. So we're going to be using this, and I will leave the name of this polygel down in the description box below, guys. Just so if you like it, you want to try it out for yourself, you can go over to the Madam Glam website and get some for yourself. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do the dehydrating, the primer. I'm going to size out my dual forms and I am going to put on the base coat. And I'm going to let you guys enjoy seeing this process and listen to a little music. And I'll come back in at the beginning of the application. Enjoy. So guys, I wanted to jump back in real quick and let you guys know that I am sizing out my dual forms. Just like when you're sizing out full cover tips, you want to make sure that the dual form fits sidewall. The sidewall is not going over the nail or it's not too small. But you want to make sure that the dual forms fit, and also remember that when you're using the dual forms, you are going to be placing some type of product inside your dual form. So you want to make sure that your product, because once it goes in the light, is possibly going to shrink. But you want to make sure that your dual form is fitting properly so you don't get product all over your skin. So that's what I'm doing here, is just sizing out my dual forms. And I am pinching the dual forms together because I know that some dual forms that I'm grabbing, they fit better. So what I'm doing is I am just pinching the dual form, and then I'm putting it on my hand, and if it gives me a good proper sizing, that's the one I'm using. So I picked out a great group of forms for my nails, and at the end of the video I'm going to put those forms that I'm using in a small bag, so when I go to do this process again, I won't have to size out the dual forms, that I already have the ones that actually fit my hand. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and put Madam Glam's base coat on all 5 of my nails, and I'm going to pop it in the light, cure it for 60 seconds, and then we are going to get into application. I'm going to let you guys see this process, and I'll come back once we start application to explain to you what I've done. I know a lot of people don't really like the dual form method, but guys, I found this much easier than fooling around with the sticky polygel other ways. Now that I've done it this way, maybe I'll try the lazy girl method. We'll see. So we are going to get into application. I'm just showing you guys how this polygel look on a paper towel. So here I'm just taking the amount, and I won't say a small amount, I'm just taking a regular size amount of polygel, and I'm sticking it inside the dual form, just like for those of you that do the Femi Girl method or the Lazy Girl method, created by Femi Beauty. This is the same way I thought to do this method. So I'm just taking some polygel, and I'm making sure not to have it so much polygel in the cuticle area, but thin it out there, and put most of the polygel in the center, and thin out at not too thin at the tip, but thin it out a little bit less than I have in the center at the tip. And here I'm just putting on the form on the nail, and I'm going to go underneath the nail, and I'm going to smooth out the polygel. And then once I flip the hand again, I notice because of this little stand that I'm using, it pushed some of the polygel out. So I'm just taking my cleanup brush, going around the cuticle area and cleaning that spillage up before popping it in the light for 60 seconds, guys. And I apologize. I was doing this process and then I was like, I don't need this, me going in and out the light with my big old arms going in and out the light, because the light is actually, I used to have 2 lights on my desk, but it became too much. So I end up keeping the light closer to the left side of my desk, so I have to go to the left side in order to cure my hand. So I try to cut that part out as much as possible so you guys don't have to see that, or that's just a, I think, waste of time to see that. I just have to tell you that I'm curing. So between every dual form application, of course, I'm curing for a full 60 seconds in the UV LED light. I'm using my Madam Glam UV LED desk light. Not my rechargeable one, but my desk light. I have quite a few lamps, so that's the one I have on my desk because I do press-ons, and it's easier not to have to keep recharging and recharging and recharging because I'm constantly working in this room. So I just put the desk lamp back on the desk. Alright guys, I'm putting on the second nail, the ring finger, making sure it's straight. I like the placement. I am just going to do the same process. I'm going to clean off and up under the nail. I'm going to not clean off and up under the nail. I am going to remove any spillage around the cuticle area. And then I'm going to go underneath the nail to blend it out so I don't have that ledge. Because if you don't blend it out, you're going to get a ledge underneath the nail, and it's going to be annoying. And that annoyance is going to make you want to just clip them off. Because if you anything like me, any little thing can annoy you, and or you know, when it comes to stuff like that, and you're just ready to start over again. So, yeah. Well, yeah. So guys, I'm going to let you all watch some music, and no, actually I think I sped it up and cut some clips out. I'm on next to the last nail. I'm on the pointer finger. So I am going to let you guys see some music, but I am going to tell you before you get to that pointer finger, to that thumb, that I did mess up on the thumb. And guys, you're going to see that mess up here on camera. I did not take it out. I wanted you guys to see it and see what I did. I did have a little bit of mess to clean up, but it was okay. We just bounced back from it and started all over again. Of course, you guys know how I am about polygel. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love it, but I can't stand the sticky. So this is why I chose to try the dual forms, and it worked out. I was moving. I was excited about this application because I couldn't believe how everything went. But as you can see, I just left the dual forms on until I finished the application. Then I will pop off the dual forms after I cured the hand another 60 seconds. So I wanted to make sure the gel was properly cured all the way through. I even think that I flipped the hand upside down in the light as well before I removed the dual forms. I don't think you guys going to see any of that. But I'm telling you, I did that because I know I did that because I wanted to make sure that this polygel was fully cured and no uncured polygel on my nails. So here, guys, on this thumbnail, you're gonna see the mistake. And it wasn't a mistake, actually. It was not a mistake. What happened was when I flipped my hand over onto this little stand here, it moved. The dual form just completely slid off the finger, and it just created a mess. It created a mess, but it was okay. It It was the last nail, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get upset about it. I've made it this far, and it moved pretty quickly. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go with it, clean it up, and I start all over again. So, you're gonna see me do that here. Alright, guys, I'm gonna let you enjoy some music. I'll come back if I need to. But before I go, I just want to say thank you all for the support to my channel. I appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe and hit that like button for me. It helps out my channel a lot and allows me to continue to get more content out to you, my amazing viewers. So, guys, I would love it if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the TheNailJeanieSC family. We would love to have you over here. And yes, guys, I do nail tutorials. I do reviews. I do educational stuff. I do my own nails. I do my clients' nails. I do my practice hands. I do haul videos. I just about do anything and all thing nails on this channel. I even show you guys how some watch me work videos, how I do my press-on business and all of that good stuff. So, yeah. And here, as you see, guys, I lifted up the nail thinking I might can save it, but there was no saving. It had an air bubble in it, and I was thinking in my head, well, I'll just go back over with polygel after we finish it. But it just wasn't going to do right. And as you see, I'm pulling up, and I'm not realizing that as much as I'm pulling on that nail, it's just pulling that dual form right on off the nail. So here you see the mess I created, and I'm just going to clean that up. Alright, guys, enjoy a little music, watch the rest of the video, and I'll come back where I feel the need to. Enjoy. Okay, guys, so here y'all see I'm popping off the dual forms. And I have to say, this was so fun to do. But just popping off the dual forms. I don't know if any of y'all pop bubble wrap, but that's how it feel when I was popping off the dual forms. Now, I had to put a little pressure on some of them because if just wiggling it, it didn't work. I had to take the finger and go underneath it so I can pop it off because I guess they were secure. But I love the shape, how it turned out. But of course, I am not going to wear the stiletto shape. I'm going to actually clip it down and make it a coffin shape type style nail. So I'm just going to take the tips off and make it a coffin nail. Because stilettos, especially on my dominant hand, and I do everything with this hand, no, that's not gonna work. I be done poke my eye out. I love a good stiletto nail though. I have to tell y'all guys, I really do. Now, the one thing I will do next, or the next time I try this method, is try to put just a little bit more product in the middle so I can form my apex better. Yep, my apex better doing it, but I really enjoy doing these, using these dual forms with this application. This was just the most, besides using that Roslyn polygel, this was the most fun I've ever had with polygel in quite some time. And y'all, the Madam Glam polygel, it's smooth. It is actually a good polygel. It's very smooth. It has a very nice consistency. As y'all saw, it didn't give me any problems. It come out the tube. It mold well. And yes, I really like it. And it's a very beautiful color. I could have just wore this color by itself without anything over my nails. That's how pretty it is. And I wanted to, of course, but of course I wanted to use this hand to do nail art on, so I wasn't able to keep this actual color as a base color on my nails. But if I do my nails again, and I want to wear this color, just this color by itself, I will, because it's a very beautiful color. I love this little nail clipper I have because it helps me to not focus on trying to get my nails shaped and sized out correctly. It sizes out the nails. If you use the tool correctly, you'll get the proper size on each one of your nails. And you won't have to worry about all of that we used to do before all of these gadgets came out, right? And some of us still do it because we can gauge our nails and see, you know, if they line up, they're the right, correct size that your client want. But I love this little nail clipper. It helps me in that crunch time when it's like go time and I don't have time to be doing all of that extra, right? So the Red Iguana stiletto tip dual forms is what I used, and I'm so glad and grateful I purchased those. And this polygel from Madam Glam I used, and I will leave that Madam Glam color down in the description box below if you guys want to go over and grab you some. Alright guys, the answer of course is A, marbleizing. I'm sure most of you already knew that as soon as I said something about wet and blending in two colors. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, most importantly, subscribe, and follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, same name, TheNailJeanieSC. And until the next time guys, the deuces are flying in the air. Poof, the Nail Genie. She's out.